The 51st gate is in your conscious core essence or the sun of your personality. Then you will either have one of these three incarnation crosses or purposes. That is penetration, shock, and the Clarion. So the 51 is all about shock. It's about arousing. This is the thunder. It is also an ego gate, and it is the gallbladder that it is correlated with. So there's a lot of gall here. In the right angle cross of penetration, it's exactly what you do. You penetrate. Now, what's interesting is that penetration is the right angle cross. You're not doing it to bring karma to anyone. You're just showing up on your own self-absorbed path, and you shock the other person when you penetrate through them with the depth of your intuition. It just happens. It's not as though they were ready for it. It just takes place. What is going to happen as well is that they penetrate you by getting you to notice them. And they can also penetrate things by opening up what is new and by starting things, brand new things. 51, 57, 54, 53. We're still looking at ambition, new beginnings, this shock and this penetration of the intuition. So whenever there is individuality in a cross, so we have the 51 there, and the 57, you're bringing mutation. So the cross of penetration is a mutative cross. And that shock that you inadvertently bring to someone, remember, your right angle. And it may be of enormous value to the other person. However, that was never your intention. And they are absorbed in their own process when you're a right angle cross. So you are just being you. And there's this penetrative energy that happens there. Now, when we look at this, penetration could be, I'm thinking about all kinds of different ways to create wealth around this. And ambition and starting something new. Again, we're kind of looking at some innovation there. Using your intuition. So honing those skills of psychic or medium, or being able to quiet the mind enough to allow for those mutative shocks to be brought forward. And again, you're not doing it as a karma kind of thing. You are just penetrating into the other. Now, when we look at the juxtaposition cross of shock, these are people who shock you with the detail, because now we've moved to the 61 and the 62. So they shock you with their knowing. But the truth, their 61, their inner truth, might not be your truth. So they're going to shock you with their truth or their knowing and their details, but none of that actually has to be your truth, or does it have to be fact? So they will exaggerate. Oh, there was 800 cows that died yesterday because of some gas leak. And of course, it wasn't true, but they shocked you. So know that sometimes you're going to be shocked by them with the truth, but there's no guarantee of that. So if you're coming in on this, you are that shocking being. And you can shock people with bending the statistics. And then by bending the statistics, bending the details, all of a sudden, people will then look into it a little farther. Then we have the left angle cross of Clarion. And this is the creator of the human design system, Ra. This is his cross. And what the cross of the Clarion is about is you're here to bring news. You're here to shock people with your news. So really, it's a public job because this is transpersonal. So other people are waiting for you to shock them. That's just what it is. And the juxtaposition just shocks for shock's sake. And that's the difference between transpersonal, where the karma is involved, People are waiting for it. So left angle is there to present shock to those that are waiting. So the clarion always comes with sound. It is about making noise. Now, if we look at 51, 57, and 61, they're all in the individual circuitry. They're all very acoustic. So purpose here is really news, details. Shock people with the detail, shock people with the truth. And it's transpersonal. So you're taking this out to the masses. So one of the fascinating things discovered about the way the brain works is the lock and the key phenomenon, in which you have receptors that are waiting for something that fits exactly into them. What happens is the mutative process is that if you are waiting to be shocked, you are carrying that within you, the potential to accept that mutation. So anybody that's waiting for these clarions, they are going to get it. Ra had many, many hundreds of thousands of followers. They were ready for the shock. But not everyone can be mutated. That's the interesting piece. So they might have the natural receptivity to that mutation, but they may not be mutated. So when we're dealing with the cross of penetration, people are not prepared for the shock. They're not prepared and suddenly recognize that they're being penetrated. And then you get to the juxtaposition who says, hey, shocking, great. Let's just shock. Then finally you get to left angle. And they are saying, I am only going to shock those that are ready. Of course, it's not a mental decision how this takes place. It just happens. And remember, we're still in the first quarter, that initiation, that mental process. So a lot of what we are shocking is actually shocking that mental process, initiating people mentally to go into their own inner truth, to really pay attention to what are they being ambitious about, to get them to discover some new details. So if you have any of these, really it's about bringing out those shocking details, bringing out those shocking brand new things that absolutely can change people's lives. But they're right angle cross penetration. You're doing this as a self-absorbed process. It's about loving what you do and doing what you love. And then the others, the juxtaposition, you're shocking for shocking's sake, and the clarion is shocking for those who are ready. So play around, brainstorm, and go within your frequency, your purpose-driven wealth formula, and let's extrapolate what you are designed to shock.